Mitigation and adaptation are not entirely separate. As you can see, this is a Venn diagram, so there's a middle section there. And this is showing that some actions are more so mitigation, like an electric car, for example. And some actions are more so adaptation, like protecting your house from flooding. But there are some things that help with both. So local food production, for example, reduces the emissions associated with transporting food from, who knows where, sometimes lots and lots of kilometers. And it also helps to ensure that you have food available nearby if supply chains get messed up because of a big climate disaster. So that's an example of something that is both. So in general, we want to keep this in mind. We want to think about both mitigation and adaptation together. So this diagram here shows how for any particular action, it could have high emissions or it could have low emissions. And it also could have high vulnerability or low vulnerability, or it increases or decreases the risk. So we want to try to end up in this quadrant right here. And we're calling that low carbon resilience. And what that means is that our actions have low emissions, so they're not contributing more to climate change, and they help us to be able to withstand climate change more than before. So they're decreasing our risk, and they're also decreasing our impact at the same time. And that is a sustainable way forward. And if we neglect one or the other, so if we say build a really energy efficient facility, but we build it in somewhere that, in a place that we know is probably going to flood, that's not really useful in the long run, is it? So we need to keep both in mind all the time to make sure that we're okay.